This is a body weight reverse lunge. I'm gonna show it just on flat ground and then actually on a balance pad to make it a little harder without any weights. So I'm gonna start standing, and the key on this is I want most of my weight to stay on the front leg for as much of the exercise as I can. So I'm gonna go on my left, and I'll show from two different views, but my left is gonna be doing most of the work as I come down, and then to come up, I wanna think about pressing my left foot into the ground. So I'm coming down with a little hinge of the torso, my right leg is reaching back a bit, and then I push up through my left foot and my glute. Coming down, coming up. So common mistakes from the side view are that as we go, the knee kicks forward first. And so the knee's relaxed, I want the hips to move first. If we come down and I just kind of come forward, now that cuts off my ability to use my hip, potentially puts a lot of pressure on the front of the knee. And so as you're doing this, I got a line on the floor right here, or I could like stand something roughly up right there. And so if I'm real close to that with my toes, I should be able to do this without knocking that over. Okay? So that's one way. If I use too much of my knee, boom, pops it over, and I get more pressure here, not in my hip or glute. From the front view, the main thing we want to do is not let the knee wobble. So if I'm coming down, I want to make sure that my knee's not wobbling in. Good cue for that is if I look down, I should see the inside ankle bone for the entire exercise. So I can see it now. I can still see it pressing up as this leg's doing the work. If my knee drops inward, now my knee and thigh are blocking my own view of that inside ankle bone, and that changes my position, changes some of the muscles that are firing. So that's really the whole gist, keeping the weight on the front leg, a little bit of a hinge. If you're not quite sure, put something in front of you. Balance pad works great, or you got a foam roller or something, you could stand that up too. And if you kind of bump into that, if that foam roller is a little small, you kind of get the idea. If I bump into that, I'm using too much of my knee. Then, if that starts to feel easy, and you don't have or don't feel like it's appropriate to hold some weights, and we got a video on that, I'm gonna come on a balance pad. This is gonna be exponentially tougher. I'm gonna show my left side, which is my side I've been working on. And so I'm gonna try to find stability and come down, press back up. So obviously I'm now a lot shakier. I don't wanna compensate for that by going quick. I wanna actually slow it down and lean into this wobbling. And what I mean by that is actually not go further into the wobbling, but try and minimize some of those deviations. So from the front view, you're gonna see a lot more kind of shakiness, but I wanna stay within some margin of center, knee center of the foot. If you wanna progress body weight onto the pad, but you're not super stable, then just run your fingers along a wall, or do this near a chair or countertop, and add just a little bit of stability with kind of a brush of the fingers or something, and that can help a lot. So that's my preferred technique for a reverse lunge, to really sit into and work the glutes, as well as stability of the whole leg. The weight is gonna stay on the front leg. We're not gonna lead with the knee forward, but we're gonna get the hips back, and then we're gonna drive up with that front leg as well.